Top of the day, all the way to the bottom of the night. Whenever you get this, is when you need to get it, when you need to see it, when you need to let it soak in and marinate, when you need to think about it, when you need to contemplate on it. This ain't gonna be no long video, but I want us to think about this situation right here. Growing up as a child, in the games that we played as children, there was a game called Cops and Robbers. Cops and Robbers. I ain't have no childhood with many friends, with a lot of friends, with a lot of family members. Till this day, I have never had a family reunion. So family for me was growing up, what I used to see on TV, what I used to see people do, it was very foreign to me. We ain't have Sunday dinners. Guess I grew up kind of poor. People used to get gifts. They used to get birthday cakes, and people used to come by and have parties and all that extra stuff, but I ain't received that. So when I seen it, it was kind of foreign to me. But when I look back at this, man, and the games we used to play in the neighborhood, it was that one game that said the cops and the robbers. Cops and the robbers. Just listen to that. Is the good side and the bad side. For those who wanted to be cops, they was trying to stop the robbers, trying to be on the good. The good was trying to stop the bad. Cops are supposed to uphold the law, stop crime, maintain peace, maintain order. But you wouldn't need a cop if there was no robbers. Robbers, people who trying to steal things that isn't theirs. People that's trying to take things that's not theirs. People that's trying to get over on people who are trying to just live life. Robbers. The good and the bad. It's crazy that even as children, they thought it was a game. They thought it was a joke to play a game named Cops and Robbers. And it's very childish for even a grown person to still be playing cops and robbers. It was a game back then. So when you get older, they say when a man grows up, he puts away childish behaviors, put away childish things. You got to put away that childish thinking, them childish thoughts, those childish ways. Playing cops and robbers. That's for the jits them. But where I'm getting to by that, that's a stupid game to allow a child to play. Because that child gonna start thinking that and growing up thinking that that's how life is. That's what this world is about. You ain't gonna last long out here trying to be no robber. And then with the cops, it put their life on the line for foolish, childish people. Then some childish people hurt the good people, hurt the cops. This is not a game, man. Y'all should destroy that game. Destroy the image and the thought of playing cops and robbers. See, I believe in integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing even if somebody is not looking at you. You see, you can't see God, but He always watches you. So, your integrity should always be on. You should always know that you got eyes looking at you. Even when you're alone. Integrity. Integrity. Move like somebody is watching you. Move and flow in life like you are being watched by the cops. Move like you are being watched by the feds, the FBI, CIA, and all that, because you are. You've been heard by it. You've been watched by God, watched by the Most High. Do you think the Most High will bless a robber? You think the Most High will bless a thief? Integrity, man. Move like you're being watched at all times. Because you are being watched by the Creator. And see, the one thing about the Creator is that He wake up the righteous and the unrighteous. He gives everybody a chance. He gives every person, every soul, unconditional love. whatever side you on. But he does nudge you. He does call you to do the right thing. He gifted you with moral standards. He gives us these gifts. And see what we're going to do with it. He places us in situations to see what we gonna do. Just like that boy Job. See, the enemy had to go ask the Most High, can he touch him? Can he put him to the test? The Most High was watching Job, watching his insides the whole time. So he said, man, boy, you don't know. You don't know about Job. Go ahead and go try to do all what you could do, but don't kill him. And I bet you he don't turn on me. I bet you he got integrity. Just like Joseph. Just like Jesus. He knew that they had integrity. They was going to move and operate like if God was right there with them. And this the thing about it. He's right here with everybody. And for the robbers, y'all rob while God be looking. And I know y'all hear that soft voice in y'all head. Don't do this, man. Don't do it. For all the people who try to have sexual encounters with other people's husband and wife, but then y'all want to be married and be happy in a faithful and trustworthy relationship. Y'all get that voice in y'all head to say, don't do this. In the Bible it says, do not covet another man's wife. Do not look at another man's wife. Do not do that. If a person is married, they are taken. Until they get that divorce, or they are single, or they are separated. It comes a time for integrity. And it is levels to that too. Because some and most people are in unhappy, unwanted marriages. Married because they got kids together. Married because the status that the other person brings to them. The blessings that the other person brings. Because see, they said if two people get married, but they are not on the same road, on the same path, or going the same direction, you are unequally yoked. If one person is faithful and the other person is loose like a goose, throwing in a circle with whoever come by, even their family members, even their friends, and the friends that they have on their side of the family, people that they call their cousin and all this other stuff. You loose. You are unequally yoked with that person. And it's up to you to break that yoke, to break that chain, to break that connection, to break that soul tie, and allow that person to go be free, go be loose and free all they want to. And the faithful person can go on and be faithful to himself and find somebody who is genuine, not even fine. Well, yeah, it's fine, but you can't go looking. For a woman, you gotta be faithful to yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, because you are responsible for yourself. And the Most High will allow the woman that is for you to find you. Because if you go looking, you will never find what you're looking for. Have you ever just walked down the street and said, I'm looking for some money, I need some money, I need some money, I need some money? Have you ever found it? But if you go down the street, just minding your business, just walking, that money that you need will find you on the floor, in the corner. Yeah, right on the side of the road. That happened to me before, a lot of times when I was small. As I told you, I ain't grow up with a bunch of nothing. But I had integrity. I didn't want to go take nobody's things. I wanted to earn it for myself and spend it for myself. Everybody wants to earn and get their own and spend it on themselves. Nobody likes getting taken from. Just like a robber. A robber will go try to steal something. But as soon as the cop finds them, catches them, and take what they have stolen, they get upset like it's really theirs. Man, you can't take my money. You can't take this. You stole what I'm taking. Why do you own it? Like, why do you take ownership of something that you have stolen? It's not yours. Integrity. Moral of the story. The moral of this message is integrity. Move, maneuver like your elder is watching you. Some people, like me, I know I had a little bit of the street life. But the one thing I did or I didn't do was, if my parents would come around, I would stop doing that street work. It was an embarrassment to her. It was an I ain't see my old boy like that. But if my mother was to see me do street activity, she will feel embarrassed. She will feel like a failure that she did not raise her son up to be that way. That's how I look at it with the Most High. The Most High didn't create me to be dark. He created me to shine bright like a diamond, like a star. I'm gonna leave that with you. But I pray that we get all kind of integrity all up in our bones. As if somebody dropped their wallet, that you pick that wallet up and you go give it right back to them. Some people take the wallet and take all the money and the credit cards out and swipe and wipe and do all kind of to the situation and throw the wallet away. Integrity, man. If you see an elder struggling, you go help them, not go try to hurt them. Integrity, man. That's the name of this. Integrity. Let's cut out that cops and robbers and all kind of games to teach our children to have some type of integrity. It always starts on how you being rose up, how you being raised. And it's a reflection to the parents, to the guardians. Because whenever the guardians or the elders, they transition and they see and they feel what they feel, they wish they can do it again and do it better. Like my father said, you know, and I own up to what I am and what the world is. I'm a bastard, all right? My father never married my mother. So that's a bastard. But, you know, I have other brothers and sisters. But, you know, he was in their lives a lot more than he was with mine. I don't blame him. I understand. My mother was different, narcissistic, so it was hard for him to come around. It's just the whole situation of life that he had to grow up in. It's what happened. It already happened. It's done. So, being abandoned, being left out, being left home alone, just being on my own, you had to pick up different kind of traits. And with the situation in the environment that I grew up in, I wasn't supposed to last. But God stepped in and he was my parent. He was my guardian. He gave me the skills and the traits that I needed to become nothing like them. Because my traits, if I would have picked up on the traits of them, that would have been me being a runner, me not taking care of the responsibilities that I have, that I brought into this world. And for my mother, being narcissistic, being nasty, being mean, being vindictive, being sneaky and slimy, controlling. So I had to take those lessons as a child and grow from it. Not become it. So when I messed up, because here go another test. When I'm trying to make my own family, what do I run into? I ran into a woman that was just like my mother. But then I got tricked because I didn't want to be like my father. I wanted to get with one woman, stay with her, and grow in the relationship. So I got double whammied. Let me explain something to y'all. I got double whammied. As me trying not to be like my father and get with somebody and just leave him all the way alone, I stuck myself with a narcissist, somebody just like what I did not want to become like. I inserted myself into that. I inserted myself into that challenge. But then I ignored God because he told me, don't even look or talk to that young lady. Don't talk to her. She's not for you. But then I, in my pride and ignorance, trying to be better than my father, I ignored my creator and went and tried to speak to that young lady and get with her and try to make everything work. When in the end, she was just like my mother. Nasty, vindictive, a narcissist, controlling, a cheater, just loose, fast in the street, looking for everybody to give her some attention. But then I'm beating up myself. No, I'm not gonna leave because I have kids with her. Stupid, I put more abuse on myself. When you supposed to leave a snake right in the grass. But I thank the Lord for the lesson. I think that I went through all this pain, all this abandonment, all this betrayal, all the tricks, all of it. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be who I am right now. I'm different. I'm built different. I got different standards. I got integrity. So with all the cheating that was caused by all of that, by all the betrayal, all the sneakiness that she did, caused me to put some kind of callous and distrust into everything and everybody that I spoke to. It's my fault. It's both of our faults. I don't blame her for nothing because I accepted it. I stayed. Instead of picking myself up and just leaving it when it first happened. So it was both of our faults. Young and dumb, right? But now that you're older, now that I am older, I put away childish thinking. I put away childish behavior. I'm grown now. I'm growing up. And I make better decisions to, if it doesn't benefit me, if it doesn't bring benefit to my path, to my story, to my life, I detach from it. I don't want to be a wheat with weeds all around me, with tares all around me. I don't want to pick up on the traits of that, so I detach. But I did have integrity in all of it. Just because she cheats, that don't mean I gotta cheat. And see, the main thing about cheating or stepping out on your person, talking to another individual, is that you always betray yourself. You always cheat on yourself. You cheat yourself out of life fully. Could you see? When a person shows you their ass or show you a version of them, you need to believe it. Either you gonna accept it or you just gonna, dwallow into it and just you gonna stick with it or you gonna flee from it. And with the self-worth, the self-love that I have for myself, I don't tolerate and I don't give bullshit. And if you're giving me lies and all this extra drama, let's put it like that. If you're giving me drama, I'm not gonna give you drama back. The movie, I will fire myself. I will remove myself. And in the Bible, Matthew 10, it says, a woman's enemy is in its own household. The people that is close to you will be your enemy. They will start off as strangers, because when you meet, you're strangers to everybody, your family, to your wife, your husband, even your children. Everybody start off as strangers. Then we go to the next stage of being friends. You start talking, you get to know a person's name, where they stay at, who their mom is, and all this other stuff. What they like to do. You're friends. Then you try to include yourself in the things that friends do. They like to go hang out together. They like to go chill, vibe. Y'all friends, y'all like to do something of the same thing. Y'all like the conversation. But then one day come by where you don't like what they do or they don't like what you do. They see something that, man, I don't want to do that today. Or, hey man, I don't want to go over here today. Then that little inkling of that situation it grows to be a frenemy. Now, after that frenemy stage start developing, now they looking for everything that you don't, that they don't like about you. Every single thing. I don't like how you chew with your mouth open. I don't like how you don't clean. I don't like how you cut the grass every week. I don't like how you get what I'm saying? I don't like how you dress. You should put your hair like this. You should cut your hair like this. You look at everything that you don't like, and you constantly try to change them into being that friend that you was before, when you was a frenemy. Now, in that frenemy stage, if the person don't listen to you, or you can't control that person to turn back into the friend that you once knew as a friend, and now you remember you in your frenemy stage, you will turn straight into an enemy. Man, he ain't listening. He don't want to do nothing I tell him to do. He done da da da. It's just a whole art war. It's a battle. Man, I don't know you no more. Man, you done changed. Nah, you just a frenemy turned to an enemy. And shout out and all the DV survivors, all the domestic, all this good stuff, all of the survivors. Hey, when they show you who they are, walk away. We like to suffer in silence. We like to suffer. We like to sit here and just take all the abuse for nothing, and it's not even worth it. Because you could sit here and be faithful to a person, and then that person still go out there and cheat and do things behind your back. So all your faithfulness, it still didn't do nothing. Leave. You come in this world by yourself, you will leave by yourself. There is no relationship that is that important, that is real. The only relationship that is good is your spirit, soul, and your flesh. That's the only thing. That's your marriage. Death do us part. Love yourself. Self-love yourself. And with doing that, the right one will appear. Learn to cook for yourself. Learn to clean for yourself. Learn to live life for yourself. And I promise you, the universe, the Most High, the Soul Line team will orchestrate divine timing for a divine connection with your divine partner, your purpose partner, something that you are supposed to do, your purpose on this world. You will be connected. That's when you find a wife. That's when you find a good thing. But when you go looking, you will never find what you're looking for. Love yourself. Self-love yourself.